how the Spirit Stick originated was it was Ben Schweitzer and Nick Schroeder. They were seniors of a 2012 class, I believe. That's when they graduated, and Nick played basketball and Ben played football. And I think they came up with the idea of creating that stick, and they brought the idea behind it was to bring it to games. And what they did is they just said, "Hey, we're going to use this. We share it," and then they just gave it to the next person. Well, probably I believe maybe it was your freshman year. That's when I can't. Is that when it was at class night?
Yeah.
I think that was the first year for it to be kind of presented at class night, and that's when I guess it became, I don't want to say a life of its own, but that's when it kind of got passed down at class night.
What were some of the responsibilities of the Spirit Stick holder last year?
Themes, deciding themes, posting on the Instagram, um, getting the crowd hyped up, like starting cheers, getting the student section hyped up, the roller coaster, obviously, it's just like a little thing. And then honestly, just like being at events, like going to events, all types of events, um, and just making sure that like everyone feels supported instead of just like football and boys basketball.
Getting people excited to come to activities outside of school. And once they're in those activities or sporting events, getting people hyped up, making sure there's not really, I guess, dead air is the word I would use, and just making people excited to come to those sporting events.
The duties of the Spirit Stick holder are to be welcoming, inclusive, um, energetic, excited, um, pepped up, like they bring a lot of spirit and energy. And their main purpose is to be at the games and get people to come to these games and support their fellow classmates however they can, you know? So whether it be through themes or deciding themes or leading in chants or whatever it may be, it's just the Spirit Stick holder is there to lead them in this sort of praise for their fellow students.
Um, just kind of be what everyone thinks a Spirit Stick is. You want to be connected with the Spirit Stick. You want to be one with the stick, and you want to because it's been passed down for years and years. So if you're connected to the stick and you can feel everyone who has held the stick in the past through you, and you can amplify that. So it's like we're like we're one with ourselves. What are the duties of the Spirit Stick holder?
Go to the games, lead the student section, be as much spirit as you want. Just to be excited for a team that's playing.
Why were you given the Spirit Stick?
Evan Cockle thought I had a good spirit and just believed that I could be the best one to lead the student section.
Why do you think Eli Keyser was given the Spirit Stick?
I can't call it nepotism because he's definitely not Evan's kid, but you can tell it's the baseball player's tradition now.
I mean, I feel like, well, he plays baseball, and it was got passed down from Evan Cockle.
Why do you think Eli Keyser was given the Spirit Stick?
He was given, I believe he was given a spirit stick because it goes down like chain of very similar people who are all friends with each other. And even though he definitely could have been like a great option for spirit stick holder, he was just chosen because of the connections he had with the last spirit stick holder.
I think Eli Keyser was given the spirit stick because he's a baseball player, and I think there is an agreement with the baseball players to pass it down. I'm not sure really what that is. I've heard that, but that just might be a rumor. It's not really something I know for sure.
Why do you think Eli Keyser was given the Spirit Stick?
Because he's a baseball player and was friends with the previous Spirit Stick holder.
How long has the baseball team had the Spirit Stick?
Well, for me, I don't. There's perception, there's reality. Okay, I don't. It's not the baseball team Spirit Stick. Uh, Evan, Evan had it, and then Evan gave it to Eli, and then Eli, I don't know who's going to get it after Eli. I don't ever, as the director, want it to ever be labeled, or I don't want it to be a one sport thing, because that's not what it represents. That wasn't the intention of it. In fact, like I said, going back to the history of it, there was multiple people who shared it, and they shared it for that reason, because one individual who was friends with the football player, he was like, I got it in the fall. Then he played basketball, and his friend who played football, Ben, was like, I got it in the winter. And then they would share it with other students.
How has U High Spirit been different this year as compared to last year?
I would say it definitely has decreased. Last year, I know Evan had the stick, right? That's his name. Yeah. So Evan had the spirit stick. I would say at games it was definitely more interactive than it is this year. There's not much of like our chants and stuff going on, or maybe Eli's not there every single time. So I'd say it's definitely died down a little bit.
How has U High Spirit been different this year as compared to last year?
I just remember there being a lot more hype, I guess, last year with the football games, people trying to get others excited. And I think there's been a good job of a lot of outside people, dressing up as bananas, and that was funny, and trying to do what they can. But I ultimately just think that there's been a lack of spirit and a decrease in school spirit. I don't know really what that's from, but I've definitely noticed it, especially in attendance to games. Like last year, there was a lot more people at the women's basketball games, and this year, I mean, there's barely anybody.
If you could change one thing about the Spirit Stick or its traditions, what would it be?
I would change the tradition of who it goes to. I don't think it should have to go to a baseball player. It really limits the people that can hold it.
I think that it should be able to go to a girl. You always know that, like, you're not allowed to hand it to a girl. It should always go to a boy. And then, or I think that maybe there could even be 2 spirit sticks, one for a girl, one for a boy. Like, I think that the system that's working on right now is not very effective.
I think what I would like is for all students, okay? For all students to embrace individuals who hold it. I want to see a female student hold it. I want to see all individuals be able to, not feel like it's got to be, if I got to go work out, okay, and I'm the spirit stick holder, I got to work out, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you if you're going. Just go. You go represent UI. Share the love. Share the support. Have fun with it. I feel like we're there. We're getting there. I just want to continue to kind of move with that, because what I don't want is I don't want our student body to start to question and become divided because of a symbol, because of a spirit stick. Because how we started this interview was Ben and Nick, their intentions and manufacturing of an actual wooden stick was a symbol to bring everyone together, not to create people to go apart or judge individuals who have the stick.
If you could change one thing about the Spirit Stick or its traditions, what would it be?
I feel like we should add like some sort of like at the end of the stick, I feel like we should add like a green cup, like metal cup, and we can put like lighter fluid and like charcoal and like stuff like that and just light it on fire.
What are your thoughts about placing lighter fluid and coal in the cup of the Spirit Stick and lighting it on fire?
It's a terrible idea. Absolutely terrible. Period. It's a terrible idea.
And did you have any?
Is that a legit question? We're not doing that. We're not having like some Olympic torch kind of deal. No, I'm sorry.